picture here nearly sent us to a Greek prison. Not a joke. We were photographing all day, and John, our photographer, really wanted to get the appropriate light. So we were at the Acropolis all day long. It is hotter than hell. When I tell you 115 degrees in Greece, and I'm used to it, not even breaking a sweat, totally normal. Peter and John are like, how do you people live in this country? So they're photographing. John's got like, 15 cameras around him and a flex fill and the whole thing. Actually, he only had 2 cameras. Yes, which was great because when we almost got arrested, it helped us get out of jail free card. So there we are. The whole thing's going down. We're shooting all day. No one says a word. Then suddenly, John's like, it's a magic hour. You got to stop right there. Stop. Stop. Oh, God, we got to take this picture. The artist. And he pops out a flex fill, like a light reflector. And he's making Peter hold the light reflector while our other friend, Yanni, who was basically like our chauffeur, our booking agent, everything. He's, lives in Greece, whatever. That's where my purse went. Thank you. So I'm like, where did my purse go? So he's leaning up against one of the things, and like all Greeks do, he's over there smoking. And suddenly I hear a walkie-talkie, shh, hey, Dimitri, somebody have a permit to shoot here today? And I'm looking at John and Peter, and the guy says it in Greek, and I'm going like this. And they're like, what? I'm like, no. And they're like, oh, okay. I'm like, slow. And Yanni looks at me and goes, I'm going to pretend I don't speak Greek. I'm like, okay, I'll pretend I don't speak Greek too, so we're just going to be stupid Americans. This is a great idea. And they say to John and Peter, hey, my friend, no problem, my friend. Come with me, please, give me a camera, my friend. I'm like, no, big problem, they're lying. They are lying, it's a big problem. We get down there.
The cards in our underwear.
Yeah, John is taking the cards out, putting his underwear in his shoes and his socks. I was about to eat it. I'm like, we'll get it later, just put it in me now. So that's where it was going. Because we had pictures all day long. Like, this was going to ruin the book, So we get down there, and there's some girl. She was probably a real hot tamale in her day. She was mutton dressed as lamb, all her boobies up and her hair out, and she's all and smoking. What's the problem? What do you do? John's like, I'm just a college photographer, man. I'm here doing a project. These are my friends. We're all American. And so I hear them talking back and forth. And so they start lying to the guy's lying, going, no, they had this and they had that, and he's totally lying. And I could not contain myself, and I had to say something because she's like, go to the police, she says in Greek, and I'm like, and I just turn and I start speaking Greek. I go, λείψαμε τα αυτός, δεν κάνουμε τίποτα που λέει αυτή τώρα, δεν το πάμε εμείς φυλακή. And she turns with her cigarette and is like, it speaks Greek. And I was so pissed off at her, I looked at her and said, yes, it speaks Greek good. And then John was like, you were going to get us arrested, oh my God. And I was looking at Yanni, and Yanni still pretended he didn't speak Greek, and he lives in Athens. He's like, I don't know. I'm like, oh my God, I'm the only one who's going to jail now. God, give us the cards, give us the cards. I'm like, oh shit. Then John is like, you know what, sit down. You need to calm down. I'm like, oh my God, let's make a run for it. We start running. It was like something out of a film. What was I thinking? I start running, and they lock the gates with a padlock. I was like, oh my God. Oh my God. Freaking out. John goes, I will handle it. Because everyone's like, ma'am, listen, seriously, I'm just a student. I go to college in California, blah, blah, blah. I have these 2 cameras, whatever. He goes, look at her. Does she look like a model? He goes, come on. Look, does she not look like a model to you? I go, what are you talking about? I can't. He's like, but I could photograph you. He's like getting all sweet with her. I'm like, I can't believe this. And then as that starts to work a little bit, he's also like, and by the way, I'd just like to say, this is racist because you hate Americans. That's why, isn't it? Because you hate Americans. What about all those Asians with cameras? Why are you not racially profiling them? I was like, oh my God. Anyway, luckily, this picture did not get us arrested, and we're here. So, needless to say, that was all thanks to him.